Hello, my friend. A very blessed Friday, December 27th. I pray that this finds you well from wherever and whenever you're tuning in. So, exactly 1 week ago, I shared a message titled, A Purpose That Is Bigger Than What You Do. And I kind of want to build on that today. The message for the day is separating yourself from the competition in 2025. So, last Friday, I shared how I had showed up at one of the nursing homes where I go to do music, and this guy pulled up in a service truck, and he thought maybe I worked there, and he was like, "Hey, I am here to do maintenance on the furnaces." He specified what he was there to do, and it got me thinking. If he had asked me the question, "What are you here to do?" The immediate answer would have been to tell him, "I am here to do music." But I realized that that just says what I am there to do, not the bigger purpose behind why I was there. You see, the tagline in my music business, Easy Tunes, is delivering hope, healing, and fun through music. And if I start to look at what I do through the lens of I'm not here to sing some songs, I'm not here to play some tunes, I'm actually here to provide my clients with hope, with healing, and with joy. Hopefully, you would agree that that changes how I show up, right? Anyway, this week, basically a couple of days after I posted that post, I had the privilege of being in a live Q&A with Ali Webb. Now, some of you may recognize that name, some of you may not. You may have seen her as a guest in Shark Tank, but essentially she started a salon business from scratch, and she grew it to the point where she sold it for $255 million. Now, in her introduction during the call, she said something that stuck with me. She said that number one, they were not giving like a full salon service. They were just specializing in giving blowouts. By the way, I didn't know what that was until this week, Monday. They just took one thing, they took a small bite in a whole industry and decided to specialize on that. But here's what else caught my attention. They didn't just do blowouts. They gave amazing customer service. From the time somebody went in, they were greeted. The environment inside their shops was not set up like a traditional salon. It was set up like a bar where people could actually hang out. Like they made sure the customer experience was top notch. And not just that, she said that in looking back, she realized that they were selling something bigger than blowouts, that they were selling to the women confidence and happiness. Now, this came just maybe 2-3 days after I'd posted the post about having a purpose that's bigger than what you do. And I think Ali captured it well. I had the privilege of asking her a couple of questions. I asked her to speak a little bit more on that concept of providing customer service, and she went deeper into that. I also asked her what's one mindset that has served her well, and which going back would serve her well if she was to do it all over again. And she talked about just growing in self-awareness and self-mastery. I think that's maybe a subject, a story for another day, a post maybe for another time. But anyway, that's what I'm here to talk to you about. Listen, if maybe I was to ask you, what do you do? You'd probably give me that standard boxed answer. I'm in healthcare. I am a nurse. I am a chef. But what about coming up with a purpose that is bigger than what you do, that explores the why of what it is, of why you do what it is that you do? What is the end goal? So after you've provided healthcare, after you have cooked that meal, what's the end goal? And I want to suggest to you that when you approach what you do from that perspective, you will show up differently. You will be able to differentiate yourself from the next person who is doing exactly what it is that you are doing, because you're doing will be laden and loaded with so much more passion and so much more intention and purpose. But hey, I want to give you one extra tip to differentiate yourself. In addition to just having a why that compels you, right? The purpose that's bigger than what you do. You've heard me say this before. Bring your authentic self to what you do. I have progressively come to understand that purpose is not so much what you do, but it's the uniqueness that you bring to what you do. Listen, there could be a million other people out there doing exactly what you do, but when you are authentically you and you bring your unique touch into what you do, you are in an arena where there is no competition. You know why? Because there's only one of you. So 2025, why not kick up what you do another notch by having a why that's bigger than the what, and by bringing, even bigger than the why, bringing the who, the you. It was Zig Ziglar who said, don't be a wandering generality, be a meaningful specific. My coach, Dr. Kinodia, says that we are not remembered for our points of commonality, but for our points of standing out. Stand out from the competition this year, or this coming year, by augmenting your what with a why that's bigger than the what, and by augmenting your what and the why with a who that's bigger than the first two. So hey, here's to a wonderful 2025. God bless.